Hello, what is happening everyone? Okay, so firstly, happy Christmas, happy New Year. Hope you guys all had a great holiday. But now it's time to kickstart 2018 correctly. So in 2017, I obviously started Craig Murray Digital. If you're watching this, you're one of my clients. I'm only sending it out to you guys. 2017, I spent my time building a business, getting a lot of clients in. With the price we charge, I had to do a lot of volume, get a lot of client base in order to make this sustainable and make it worthwhile, really. A lot of web design companies go out of business, or they're just not really able to help their clients in such a way because they're not charging enough. Yep, I mean, I don't charge a lot, but because I was able to use my skills in acquiring customers, I was able to build a pretty successful and pretty big business. So now in 2018, what I want to do is I want to make it about you. So what I mean by that is I'm brutally honest when it comes to websites and when it comes to my clients, and I do tell the truth. I don't try to sugarcoat anything. 50% of my clients from 2017 are doing great. 50% are not. I'm not going to say 90% are doing great. It's not true. It's roughly about 50-50 based on the emails that come in and just kind of what I can see from my reports. So what I mean by that, 50% of my clients are actively doing SEO on their website. They're creating content, they're writing blogs, they're constantly updating it, constantly looking at my videos and finding out what it is you need to do. And their websites are actually reaping the benefits from that. They're coming up high on Google. They're getting free traffic from Google, and in turn they're making that into revenue, I guess. Then on the other hand, I have about 50% of clients who, and just being brutally honest, are not doing SEO. They're saying, why is my website not coming up for number one for when I search a dentist in Dublin or a dentist in Wexford or a solicitor here, solicitor there. My website doesn't come up when I search for buy shoes online. And they want to know why. Well, not even they want to know why, they want to blame me. They want to say, my website should be number one for buy shoes. No, sorry, that's going to be Nike, that's going to be Adidas, that's going to be Brown Thomas. It's going to be all these big shops who are actively doing SEO. So I want to make a video today to tell you what SEO is, how you can do it, what you need to be doing, and if your site's still not coming up and you're not doing SEO, sorry, if you're doing SEO and your site's still not coming up, yeah, I'll help you. That's fine. Just shoot me an email and let me know what you are doing. But if you're not doing SEO and you're complaining to me about your site not coming up, I'm sorry. As a web developer, we develop your website. We're the only Irish company that does not write on our website, plus first page listing. I don't guarantee that to anyone because I know, having worked with Google and being a partner of Google, it's not possible to guarantee someone first place on Google. Google decides at their discretion who comes up number one, so we don't guarantee it. We develop your website and we give you the tools to allow your website to come up to the top of Google, but we can't guarantee it. There's a lot of web developers that go, oh yeah, get your website from us, yeah, €200, we'll get you number one on Google. Not going to happen. They're the web developers you're just never going to hear from again. I know it's very hard to get through to me sometimes on the phone, but we do have a lot of clients, but we do have the email addresses, support@craigmurray.ie and so on, where you can email and we will get back to you as quick as possible. But look, anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about SEO, why your site's not coming up on the top of Google, and what you need to do to allow your site to come up. This video is just a quick overview. Later on today, you'll get a second email, or it might be in the morning, with a link to a video which is going to be about a 2-hour in-depth review and definition or whatever of SEO. So for those of you that attended my 3-hour webinar before Christmas, I went through everything with SEO, and actually a lot of the people I've seen on that call are now getting rankings on Google. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, I'm very sarcastic, but they are. Look, what we need to do, we need to explain what SEO is. And we need to explain what the internet is, and we need to explain what Google is, and so on. So here we go. This is just going to be a quick overview. The internet is not Google. The internet is a lot of things. There's probably billions upon billions, probably 50 billion websites on the internet, right? But Google is just one of those. So Google is actually just a website on the internet that lists other websites. So Google actually only shows you about 2% of the actual full internet. So if you've ever heard of the Black Web or Silk Road or any of these websites that are on the black web or the dark web, There are ones that are there, but they're just not on Google. Google is just a directory. And I always use this and say to people, it's like the yellow pages or the golden pages that used to get posted to your door. If a business wasn't in that, it didn't mean the business didn't exist. The business was a business, it just wasn't in the yellow pages. A lot of people used to say, oh, you couldn't have a real business, you're not in the yellow pages. No, they just didn't pay to get into the yellow pages. And with Google, it's free to get into, but if you're not found, well, you're just not doing SEO. So essentially you're not paying someone to do SEO, or you're not putting in the time yourself to do SEO. And that is what helps you get to the top. So Google, just remember, it's just a website. It's just a directory. We got to ask Google, can we be on their website? It just so happens that everyone uses Google. But there's still Yahoo, MSM, Ask. There's a lot of Chinese search engines that are bigger than Google in China, and so on. Now, if you went to China and looked for your website on one of those search engines, it wouldn't be there. And you'd probably ring me and say, "Oh, my website's gone. I'm not on I'm not on this search engine." Well, no, but you're on Google, or you're there, but you're not in their directory. So directories, or search engines essentially, are just a lot of different. Imagine you were advertising in a magazine, and you advertise in one. You're not going to be in all the other magazines and newspapers, and that's what search engines are. So obviously the first one we want to be in is Google. So search engine optimization is a process by which we optimize our website in order for our website to show up high on a search engine, not just Google, a search engine, in order for that search engine, or in order for us to gain free traffic from that search engine when specific keywords or phrases are typed in by an end user. So what I mean by that is, I'm a web developer. It's taken me 1 year. Actually, only, I think it was the 11th of December, I now come up #1 when you search Web Design Ireland. Those 3 words together, Web Design Ireland. Now, if you search Web Design Dublin or Web Design Bray, I'm not #1. Bray I am, actually, because I'm based in Bray, and I come up quite high. But just for those 3, Web Design Ireland, it's taken me 1 year. So when I have clients ring me and say, I'm not coming up when I search for the word dentist in Dublin, or solicitor Dublin, or carpenter Dublin. No, because you're up against so many people, and you need to tell Google why you should be up there. Not just having a website doesn't suffice. You need to be actively working on your website and telling Google, this is why I should be #1, right? So with all of our packages, because I get a lot of emails saying, oh, you include SEO in your packages. No, I include basic SEO. So here's the difference. Basic SEO is a process. So when you're, let's just go back to one thing. If you're getting an ad in a newspaper and you ring up and you say, yeah, I want to get an ad, okay, they'll send you out a list of specifications for your ad. It should be this size, this color, this amount of text, and so on and so forth. You're going to do all those, or you're going to go to your printer, your graphic designer, and they're going to tick off all those specifications, and then you're going to give the ad to the newspaper. Now the newspaper is going to come back to you and they're going to say, do you want to be on page 1 of the newspaper? That's €5,000. If you want to be on the sports section, that's 2,000, or if you want to be on page 50, that's only €50, or you can have a full page ad for 10,000, a quarter for €250, and so on. So you have hit all the specifications. They're now allowing you in their newspaper, but now they want to charge you to have the benefit of the first page. So imagine Google's the same. Google has 250 plus different requirements in order for them to list your website on their directory or on their search engine, so in their results. Once you're in there, that does not guarantee you're going to be on the page 1. You now have to tell them why you should be there. They do charge you for it. That's AdWords. That's paying for those little ads you see when you do a search. There's like 3 boxes above, and there used to be down the right hand side, but now there are 3 above and 3 below. That's where you can go, right? And they'll make sure your site fits all the requirements. Now you can pay to be there on page 1 when someone searches something, but a lot of people don't want to pay. They want to be #1 on what we call the organic results. The organic results are the 10 results in between the ads, so you're getting free traffic. But to be there is gold dust. How do we get there? Well, we need to now do something called SEO. So Google's saying, look, you can pay us to be there, or you can get there by proving you deserve to be there. So like a newspaper, you can pay for an ad in there, but hell, if you get a lot of press and you're a big company, they might even just put you on the front page one day because they're writing about your company. That's sort of like SEO, because you're building your brand, you're building awareness of your website in order for Google to say, yeah, we're going to put you on page 1. So with basic SEO that's included in my packages or in my company's packages, we tick all 250 requirements. That allows Google to put you in their search engine. Every single one of my websites I build are in Google. You're in there. You may not find yourself, but you're in there. Google has listed you. That's the start. There's a lot of web developers and a lot of people, companies I used to work with in Canada and so on, that built websites for their clients, but they built them so badly that Google didn't even want them in their directory. They were never going to be found. So we make sure that your website can be listed by Google. Now it's up to you to get your website to the top. And I will give you the tools to do that and explain how. And a lot of that is building authority, creating content. Like Google doesn't know when you create a new post on your website or a new page. Google needs to know that that's there, and you need to tell them that it's there. They can't just find it. And there's ways of doing that through backlinks, creating content, title tags, meta descriptions, the keywords that are used in that text, among a lot of other stuff. So later today or early in the morning, I'm going to have a video out going through how to prepare your website for Google, how to prepare content for Google, how to optimize your pages for maximum results, how long it takes to get ranked in Google, so much more. One thing I'll leave you with, or one tip for watching this video, is to visit Google and type in Google My Business. So Google My Business. Click on the first site that comes up. I think it should be google.ie/business, and register your business with Google. This is for a place map. They'll verify your address and they'll send you out a postcard. Register with them, get verified. That's going to give you a very big kick up the listings, and it's going to help you quite a lot. Get that done before the next video comes out. Take about 2 weeks for them to send you a postcard with a little 4-digit code that you need to then verify your account with. But have that done before the next video. And look, guys, we're gonna help and give you the tools to get you to the top of Google. But just remember, we can't do it for you. Well, we can charge you, but we charge a lot for SEO because there's a lot of time that's involved. In your own business, if you don't have time, well, then a website's not for you unless you're paying for ads, because look, without time, you're not going to come up. It's like any business. If you don't have time to advertise, it's not going to work. Our clients that are putting in maybe 1 or 2 hours a week on their website are reaping the benefits. I can see their sales results. I can see their visits. They're growing exponentially. If you're not willing to put in the time, we can't be expected to do it for you. I'm just brutally honest, like I said. But if you're willing to work with me on SEO, you're willing to try everything that I tell you to do. I know how to do it. I'm an SEO specialist myself. If you're I just don't sell a lot of SEO packages to small businesses because it's not profitable for me, because there's a lot of time involved. But allowing me to give you the tools and the knowledge to get your site to the top benefits me, because if your site's coming up the top, people are coming onto your site, you're giving me referrals, people are going onto your site, they're seeing my name at the end of it, and so on. I want to help you get to #1 on Google, but I can't do it without you actually implementing the strategies and different techniques that I tell you about. So let's make 2018 good. Let's get you to the top of Google. Work with me, I'll work with you. Yeah, let's get it going. All right, thanks guys, I'm going to have that video out soon.